What's up, gamers? As I, the People's Machine, back again with another edition of the Gaming Roundtable. And that's right, I better turn this audio down a little bit so you might hear me better. We'll go down to about 20. I'll turn it up here in a little bit. And I'm going to be showcasing this new game that just released on Friday, the 20th. Today is May 21st. This is Saturday, and it's called Dolmen. Dolmen. And it is an interesting game, and I find it really interesting that it's kind of like, it's basically takes some cues from Dead Space, or at least it has some reminders of that game, and of course, it's a Souls-like. And what is Dolmen exactly? Well, Dolmen is this interdimensional kind of crystal MacGuffin kind of style crystal that kind of like can transcend time and space and whatnot. It's kind of basically similar to, you know, like the Spice Melange from Dune, or it's just that MacGuffin thing that everything is centered around and blah blah blah. You get it, you get the point. But this game has been receiving a lot of mixed reviews, if not a lot of negative reviews. Now, I'm going, before I start a new game, I'm already in the game. I have beaten the first boss in the game. Some of it reminds me a little bit of Remnant from the Ashes, which is a great Souls-like type style game. I want to preface this by saying that a lot of these reviews are comparing it to Elden Ring. Now, Elden Ring is a multi-million-dollar, big-budgeted AAA from Software who's been making Souls games for a long time now, and they perfected that formula. And to say that Dolmen, that's a really poor comparison compared to an indie title by a company that's small. It just blows my mind that they would even compare the two, because Elden Ring is pretty much the pinnacle. And I love Souls games. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3. I have all those, although I have a lot of problems with 2, and that's for a whole nother can of video there. I also own Bloodborne, Surge 1 and 2. In particular, Surge 2 is amazing. I also have Remnant from the Ashes, which is a great game. I have Lords of the Fallen, which I absolutely love, and have actually completed that game 7 times. With different builds. I also own Immortal Unchained, which is an unfairly judged kind of Souls-like. I also have, I just have a love for that genre. And Dolmen, it kind of excited me because it was like, this is an interesting game. This is a sci-fi based style game. You don't see too many of those with some Dead Space-like aesthetics. I really just liked the way it looked. It was a $40 game on the PSN network, and you can currently get that on the PSN network, and you can get for $39.99, which is actually a pretty good deal, and it's not a full price title, which is great. And you also can get it on the Microsoft Game Store as well, and it's probably on Game Pass, I'm assuming. But since I'm a PlayStation guy, I'm really just a game guy in general. We're going to be, I'm going to be showing you a little bit of this game, and I want to start from the beginning to kind of show you the basis of what this game is about, the creative player and things like that, show you a little bit of the gameplay, and kind of go from there. It does have guns in the game. There is a crafting system. The character I have right now can craft 3 or 4 different armors. Multiplayer is in the game. I haven't messed with it. I believe you work together in the game. I don't think you fight each other. It's not like an invasion system. So that's kind of neat to see a Souls-like game where that's cooperative like that. So that's a nice little touch. And let's get into this, because I think the game, its combat is a little loose. And what I mean by a little loose, it kind of does feel a little bit like Hellpoint, another sci-fi style type Souls game that I also own. It just kind of almost feels like that, but this is really different. And you start as a particular class to pick, and that class is flexible. You don't have to necessarily stick with that confine, so it's very free-flowing in how you want to do this. I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume up so y'all can get a vibe on this, and we're going to do that now. So, and we're going to do new game. Hope you can hear me over the volume. If I have to, I'll turn it back down. But here we go. I'm going to do new game. I'm not going to continue. There is 10 different save slots. You can make a lot of characters. Actually, let's just do my usual 50%, and we'll go from there. Let's do this. So, new game. And that's my character now. He's level 17 that I have. He is a bounty hunter is the loadout. He's got the dual blades. I was able to color my armor. They do give you the ability to do that. You can play male and or female. Well, it says level 11 is what it says, but what's weird is I thought it said 17, but actually it's 11. And I named him Praxis. He's got the two-bladed things, and the reactor is really neat because, and I'll get in that in a little bit, what that does for you. I've got an hour and 14 minutes into this game, but we're going to go to slot 2, and this time, you start out, here's your loadout. It says recruit. Now, when you're selecting stuff, I will admit this, it is kind of hard to tell without it being highlighted green where you're at, but we're going to do female this time, and their armor is slightly different, as you can see, with a female build. Customization is not like you are always in armor, so, and it's like a power style armor, and I know they named her Michelle, but we're gonna name her something different here, and we'll name her my Taria. I use that name a lot, and then we're gonna go. And then I'll show you these different recruit. It says, recruit is the pack for players who want to start without any help or different equipment. And this is kind of how you start. You get a shield. It's an energy shield. It will expand. You get an axe as left hand. You get one range. Reactor is ice. Kind of shows your health points, your stamina points, and all that, and your attributes. If I go to sharpshooter, it kind of changes. Energy's 4. As you can see, different things here. This gives you that longer range kind of sniper weapon, which is great. Still an axe, still a shield. The bounty hunter, which is what I'm playing with the double thing. This is more of a melee focus, less on any kind of thing. Real quick on the sharpshooter, it says focus on use of ranged weapons. So if you just want to play more ranged based character and science for that, you can do that. Your bounty hunter, focus use of stamina, attack and dodge more often, so you get strength and endurance. So that's your basic melee class. Your tanker, which is your tank, and you get a big giant sword, survivability, constitution, and endurance. So you get a lot of health points, a lot of stamina and whatnot to work with. And then you have your hybrid, which is the starting pack distributes points in order to give different bonuses and allow the use of diverse equipment. So the hybrid lets you do a little bit of everything. You do have a better shield to start. You still have the axe. I'm going to do the tanker because I want to see what this is about. I like this big giant, broadsword style type thing. You're going to hit confirm, obviously, when you're done. This is one of the things you can do. You can individually color the different parts if you want, or the entire thing. If I go to chest, say I want to make it purple, I can change the detail and just kind of like, make it brighter, make it dimmer, different details on that. So, if I want to just kind of give various colors, like this, let's do like a yellow, that'd be good, or a darker yellow. We'll go to her legs and basically give her the same kind of look, but within on her helmet, let's go like, we can do like the green like her sword if you wanted to kind of match it, or down to the deeper dark green, which is fine. White, you got your black if you want to do black. Let's just do that black. That looks cool. And then on her arms, we'll go, if you wanted to give her like a different color. Like I said, it's not the best as far as like the greatest customization, but the other armor sets do allow you color a lot more. So we'll just do black there too, and then you got to go down to finalize. And again, when you're selecting around, it is a little hard to see. Everything's highlighted in green, So we're going to go with that. We're going to finalize that, and we're going to go from there, and it's going to start. And let's go ahead and start this. And you hit confirmation, and you apply it, you hit yes, and the game's going to start.
Dolmen is a crystal whose radiation has interdimensional properties. It makes the membranes that separate universes thinner, making different realities collide. An interdimensional rift appeared at the mining station in Revion Prime. The entire installation was infested by creatures, and who knows what else. We need to contain the effects of this catastrophe before it's too late. Your mission is to go to the mining station in Revion Prime, exterminate the creatures, and bring back samples and crystals so we can study ways to contain future incidents. You will be teleported to the station. We will provide tactical support, but once inside the station, you will be on your own. Due to interference, the teleportation will be turbulent. We count on you to contain this crisis. Preparing to teleport in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Revion Prime.
So you're on Revion Prime, and you're going to load into this game world. And the beginning is basically like your basic tutorial. There's things on the ground that's going to tell you how to move and do things like classic, like Souls does, and the games in the genre that does that. It gives you little hints. I want to preface this by saying also, I don't care about the comparisons to Elden Ring. I actually really, really like this game. I like the atmosphere. I like a lot of things about it. It does things differently than other Souls-like games. And unfortunately,